But who else is here? Who else is actually on this call today, on this Facebook Live? It'd be great if you could give me a little shout out, so I can know who's there, because your names aren't coming up. Okay, it does look like, unfortunately, that Mavis having a bit of a problem. Lena, how are you? It's showing sideways at the moment. Maybe it will change. Yes, yeah, yeah. It should be fine now. I've turned it back round. It was just that I was trying to have the screen so Mavis and I would both be able to be seen at the same time. But I can see that she's having some sort of issue today. So rather than carry on being like, she's here! Yay! Can you? Good.
Hi,
good.
I'm so sorry. It just wouldn't connect.
It's technology. We expect these things.
Can you see me clearly? Can everyone see me clearly?
Well, I can see you clearly. Looking very glamorous. Nice blue top. I don't know if it's a dress.
Great.
Lovely hair. You're looking good. You're looking good.
Thank you. Even though I've got a bit of a cold.
Oh, yeah, that's a shame. There's a lot
going
around.
Too.
Yeah. So I've been talking about our event that you've kindly agreed to speak at on the 22nd of November. Thank you so much, Mavis. I really appreciate it, and I know you're going to bring something very special, and I've heard you speak before, and you've got a wealth of experience. But I wanted to start really by you just telling us a bit about that experience. What is it that you do? What is your expertise? Who is Mavis, the big brand? Tell us a little bit about you. Can you not hear me?
Big brands, we're not there yet, but we're getting there. I think even people like Alan Sugar and Peter Jones, everybody says they're not there yet. So I'm not there yet, but yeah, I'm Mavis Amankwah. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
You're breaking up a bit.
You can hear me clearly?
Okay, carry on.
Oh, can hear you. Oh, you've gone.
No, carry on speaking.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure why, but everything's okay at my end. Can you hear me now? Okay, great. So Mavis Amankwah is my name. I've been running business for about 15 years. I started off, actually it's more than 15 years. It's about 17 years ago where I had a passion to start a business. I didn't really have a plan. I had to learn the hard way by losing money and also having lots of health issues. But along the way, I managed to really persevere in, or shall I say, against all odds. And for me, what I do now is I help businesses in terms of
She seems to have broken up a little bit there. So hopefully she'll come back in a second. Fingers crossed. I can tell you a bit about what Mavis does. While we wait for her to come back, is that she helps businesses get money. And we all need that, don't we? She helps them take out loans and gets the best investment and the best rates that they can. So they can grow, they can be sustainable, and they can move themselves. Because she's got so much to offer us. But we've actually lost her picture. So I've got a feeling that she must be in a place with quite a poor signal. But I can see Chantel's here. Hi, Chantel. How are you? I really hope you can come on the 22nd of November. It'll be great to actually meet you in person, finally, after all this time, and give you a big hug for organising the best holiday I've ever had in Thailand. I hope you do get to make it, Chantel, because it'd be amazing to meet you. Mavis is rejoining us, so fingers crossed she'll be back in a second. You can send messages if you wish to. Yeah, technology is a bit of a nightmare today. It's such a shame because Mavis is got so much to offer us. But we'll keep trying, and it's just really good to see who's here. Oh, hi, Mavis. You're on your side now, so you need to turn your phone.
Don't know what's happening today. There's definitely a bug in the system.
It happens. It happens. If you turn your phone the other way, actually, or yourself, yes. We lost you again. Oh, that's such a shame. Oh, you're there.
No, I'm here, but I can just about hear you. The sound is very bad. I'm so sorry. I'm not sure what's happening.
Okay, you carry on now. So you were talking about what you do with your business. So let everyone know what you do.
Yes, I'm here. I can hear you, but I'm listening to what you're saying, but it's taking a few seconds to come through. Yeah, so literally I help businesses to grow in terms of starting their business, and also businesses who are already established in terms of moving their business to another level. So how do we as business people grow and make our business sustain for the long term? Because a lot of us do not stay in business for a long time just because of a number of things to do with money, marketing, you know, how you keep yourself going. So what I do is help businesses to grow.
Wonderful, wonderful. I was saying, yeah, help businesses to grow,
Can
help
you hear us,
businesses get the
Jenny?
money that they need, which is really important as well. And it's been great. Sometimes I see
Okay,
pop
I've
up on your
lost you again. I
page.
cannot hear you at all.
You can't hear me. Can those others who were the people who are listening, can you hear me? Oh yes, you're coming, Chantel. That's brilliant. Thank you. Can you hear me okay?
And
Is it
watch the
just
cash, watching the cash.
yes. We've got a delay. You know, it's like you're in another country. Mavis, can you tell me why do you think it's important for female entrepreneurs, women in business, to understand about money? What do you think the challenges are, and why is it so important? Oh dear, I think we may have lost her again. I'll see if she pops up, but it is a bit of a nightmare, this one today. So, you know, in terms of the research, what lots of the research says is that women are scared of getting into debt, and they're actually accepted more often with the banks. They're often accepted more often, but they're scared of getting into debt. Also, we're not always courageous. We're not always courageous enough to kind of go to the investors and say, you know, I need £1 million, bet on me, because we're very worried about that investment and what that means. And there's a saying that Americans often use, which is fail fast to succeed more quickly. And I think that often with us women, we're scared of failing. But I think we can still be a really good calculated risk. And I think we can be a really good investment. And I think we need to think about how we package ourselves and how we think about money. And that's, you know, one of the many reasons why we're holding this event, because I don't know about you, but I always think I was really poor at maths at school. You know, it's a bit of an issue, so I never want to do my accounts. But actually, you know, who best to understand your business and the money in it than you if you're running a business, and who to talk about the numbers. If you watch programs like Dragon's Den, for example, I know that Mavis says that one of her aims is to be a dragon in the den. If you watch programs like that, you'll see that they always want people to have a good understanding of the numbers. They want to understand their profit, the profit and loss, their turnover, what they plan to do in the future. And if they haven't got a handle on the numbers, then they immediately get rid of them, don't they? They just immediately say, you don't know what you're talking about. Why should I bet on you? So I think these things are key for us to get an understanding of. And also selling, this idea, people feel like it's a bit of a dirty word, selling and networking. People often feel that they're going to have to have a good bath afterwards. And neither of those things are dirty words, really. I think of networking as building a community. And I think about selling as actually helping someone who might need my services. If they don't need it, they won't buy it. But actually helping them to know it's available, helping them to be able to use it for their benefit. So I think these things are all so important. It looks like Mavis is having a bit of a challenge getting, oh, she's back again. Let's try her again. Yeah, it looks like she's, having some problems with her signal wherever she is. Oh, you're back.
I'm in London. The internet has been fine today. I don't know why it actually keeps timing out.
Say I'm in Australia. It's the time difference, darling. So my last question was, the question I just asked was about the challenges that you see women in business face. What are the particular challenges that you see women in business face?
I think the challenges that I see women in business face is firstly the risk. A lot of women do fear going to the next level because they're not sure. Obviously, it's a fear of the unknown. So I see a lot of ladies find it very hard in taking their business to the next level because of risk. I also see that women also find it hard in terms of making sure that they're able to have the work-life balance, because it's not easy, especially when you have children and you have a family. So I see that as sometimes being a problem. But at the same time, I see a lot of women doing extremely well in terms of moving their business forward. But I think it's about, in your mind, being able to tell yourself and convince yourself that you can do this. There's no glass ceiling. And I think as well, a lot of women don't realize that business is an isolated world in terms of, as much as you may have networks, you may have contacts, when it comes down to it, it's literally down to you. You are the one who makes the decisions. You are the one who gets all the profits. You are the ones, when you're losing money, you lose money. I think sometimes that's where a lot of women don't realize that it is a lonely world. You have to be very thick-skinned. You have to be strong in terms of things that may not go wrong. But at the same time, it's rewarding because you're creating your own wealth. You're creating jobs for other people, and you're actually doing something within the community for women, because we know there's a lot of inequalities with women. We know, sometimes we do find it hard to get to the right places, but there's definitely a huge scope for women in business.
Absolutely. Thank you. Definitely all resonates with me. That sense, of it all being on your shoulders, is quite a heavy burden, but also that sense of actually, when it goes well, I can thank myself. I can pat myself on the back and say, well done. And that juggler, because even if you don't have children, women might be caring for elderly relatives, or they're often that other people will come to for support, and we want to support our friends. We want to look after them as well. So yeah, it's that balance is a key part of it. So tell me, I know you're going to talk about wealth creation at our event. Tell me a bit more about what that means. We don't want you to give your whole talk away, but what is wealth? What is that? And what are you talking about?
Well, wealth creation is just literally looking at what can you do in this world to create your own wealth. So basically, what can you do in terms of providing a solution, helping others, and any of that money that you do in terms of helping others, that wealth comes to you. Now, we know that women are very powerful in so many ways, in so many instances, but why can we not create our own wealth? What can you do? A lot of ladies start business or think about starting business from a passion. And that's creating wealth. If you're very passionate about something, it's about how do you turn that passion into profits? How do you create that wealth? And also, talking about wealth creation, we're talking about multiple streams of income. So what is it that you can be doing to also create wealth, looking at multiple streams of income to sustain yourself? Because Jenny, as you know, it's not easy. I've been doing this for 15 years, and there's been loads of, humps and bumps, but at the same time, it's about me creating my own wealth. I want to be able to retire at the age of 55, which is literally in 12 years, 13 years time. When we look at our parents, they came over and they had to do quite a few jobs and work really hard. And I think obviously if we were to do 3 or 4 jobs now, we probably wouldn't be able to cope. But what we can do is look towards the transition. I speak to a lot of women who are starting a business, thinking about starting a business, but the biggest problem is creating their own wealth. How do they turn that passion into profit? How do they get away from that 9 to 5, but at the same time get their bills paid, have the lifestyle that they want, create a legacy? And that's where I think women have that difficulty, because the dream's there, The
Yes.
opportunity's there, but it's actual taking action and making it work. Because I've been doing this for a long time, and I've seen a lot of women who I started with, they're either no longer in business, gone back to a 9-to-5 job, and said, oh, Mavis, I couldn't take it. It was too much. It was a lot of pressure, and I had to give up. And what I tend to do is say, no, look at creating your own wealth, look at multiple streams of income, get the right advice, get the professional help that you need, and just keep pursuing.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, because it is a shame when you hear people saying, I'm not making enough, so I have to go and get a job, and then when they go to that job, they haven't got enough time to put the effort into their business, and so they end up letting it go. So you're absolutely right. How can I make money from this? It's good to be passionate, you know, but how do I move this from a place of passion to a place of earning money? And how do I charge enough as well? You know, how do I make sure I charge?
Exactly. Pricing is also an issue, charging the right fee, you know, looking at the competitors market. Many people start a business without a plan, which again is not good, because when you get to a certain point, you want to know where you're going, you want to know what direction you're going in, what you need to do, what, you know, what resources you need, what tools you need. Once you have a plan, able to look and decide, this is my roadmap, this is what I need to do. You know, I'm on a mission. I want to be very successful in what I do. I want to grow. I want to, you know, I have lots of visions and I have a really big mission. But at the end of the day, what is the plan? How do I get there? And I think a lot of us just get on the back, and sometimes we don't have a plan, and then we fall off on the sides, and some of us can get up, some of us cannot get up. And, you know, and really what we need to do is support each other, you know, with an event like yours, with the work that you're doing, and at the same time share some of the good parts of business, share some of the challenging parts, and let people know that they're not alone, you know.
Yeah, completely. Thank you so much. So you've given us a lot of tips, so I'm not even going to ask you about any more top tips. But I suppose my last question is, why did you want to get involved in this event specifically? I know you're asked to speak all the time, all over the world. So why this event? What made you want to be involved?
Because of you, Jenny, of course, and the wonderful work that you're doing, and you're getting yourself out there, and I wouldn't say getting yourself out there, but you're encouraging and inspiring people, and I think that's definitely one thing that's made me want to be part of this event. And also at the same time, if I can maybe inspire, encourage one person that comes to that event and have said one golden nugget they can walk away with, that makes me feel good. People say to me, what wakes me up in the morning? I'll tell you what wakes me up in the morning is when I see that people are actually moving forward with their business. They may have had some challenges, some things have happened along the way, but they're still moving forward because I made a difference through what I said, what I advised, heard me speak, you know. And all of us, as I said, need to work in partnership, and that's why I'm supporting this event, you know, and I'm really looking forward to be at this event as well. And I think as well, one of the things, just quickly before I know time's going, invest. We need to invest in ourselves, and I think this is very important. You know, if you invest to attend an event and you get something out of it, that's an investment well spent, and that's taking your business to another level. So I think, you know, what you're doing is really great, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Thank you. Well, I agree about what you said, and I think it's definitely the you know, number that together we are stronger, and if we can collaborate and help each other and support each other, then I think we can go so much further and do so much more. So I appreciate your support with this event. You know, it really makes a difference, and you know, I've been along to Mavis's events, and they are inspirational, and they are packed full of practical help and support. So, you know, do look at what Mavis does, because it really is fabulous work. And as you can hear her passion, you can hear her strength, and you can hear her experience when you're listening to her. So you know that what you're going to get at this event is going to be amazing. Just to be in her presence will be wonderful. So I thank you.
And your presence, Jenny, and Michelle's presence, and everybody that's on the bill, those that are coming, and all the definitely, it's going to be a really exciting.
Accept it as a gift. Just say
that's how we are as British people, but we are.
I'm just saying you're gonna be amazing, and that's true. So I'm really looking forward to you being part of the event. Thank you so much for your time today. I don't know if anyone's got a very quick question. We've got about 2 minutes. If anyone's got any questions for Mavis, send it in really, really quickly. I can see that Chantel's still here, Michelle's here. I think Lena's Tenik's still here. So if any of you want to ask a quick question, let us know. But otherwise, yeah, thank you so much, Mavis. Sorry about all the gremlins on the.
Yeah, we got there in the end.
We got there in the end. And thanks for your time. I know it's been hard for you to fit it in today, so I really appreciate it.
No
we'll see you on
problem.
the 22nd. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you.
Any questions.
Take care.
All right,
Bye.
take care. Bye. Bye.